Hello, welcome to log 87. Yes, I know what number log it is now. Yay, because we fixed it yesterday, even though I forgot, but I guessed right, but now I know. It is Tuesday. It's April 21st, and it's 9:19 p.m. I only went 15 minutes over this time. And it's because I'm finally caught back up on editing these. I'm like little less than halfway through last night's log now. So coming from like a 5-day deficit, that's pretty nice. And I actually ended up working a lot on the online course today as well, on top of classes. I did sleep through my first one. I slept in a lot this morning. And by a lot, I mean I woke up at 9:30. But I had an 8 a.m., so whoopsie. But, dude, last night, I had so much self-discipline. I started watching Death Note. I started it, I watched the first episode. It was so intriguing. And I only watched one episode. And this is on Netflix, where they make it really dangerously easy to watch the next episode. But it was, I think, before 11. Or just after 11. And granted, this was when I had planned to wake up at 6:30, but I still said, nope, I have to stop. And I did. So, that's cool. Yeah, overall, I definitely think log 83, 84, 85, that weekend of like confronting how I see my self-worth and my biggest fears and stuff like that, I think that might actually have done something, maybe. Again, it's not some huge significant thing, however, I'm actually finding it a little easier to practice compassion towards myself. If I messed up or something throughout the day, then it was like I wasn't scared of reprimanding myself to no end. I was even less of a perfectionist today. I was actually willing to try working more on the course and trying this and that. And I think that came along with trying more cooking as well. Mistakes don't seem as bad anymore. And of course, mistakes and all of these, I never had any of these problems in my art, at least to a very less severe degree. All of these artist problems have just been in my life. I'm not a blocked artist, I'm just a blocked person. So this book is actually just fixing the rest of my life, as opposed to my art. I mean, my art is getting affected. Things are looser, they're more expressive, stuff like that, but honestly, it's just been fixing my life. So, thank you, book. Very much appreciate that. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the massive amount of work and digging up the mud and all that stuff that happened last semester to clear the way for all of this rebuilding stuff. So, yeah, this book came at the perfect time. Got it for Christmas in between 2 semesters. And I had found this book, I saw it on a bookshelf, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago, when I was out with my friends on my birthday. And I was really intrigued by it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. It was in a small town, but there was a bookstore and we were looking in it, and I saw the book and I was like, wow, that seems really interesting. And then this year, winter break, my grandma gets it for me. And props to you, Grandma. That was an excellent gift. Thank you. And it's the exact same book, and I was like, no way. I've actually wanted to read this. She had no idea. So maybe that's a little bit of synchronicity in on itself. I was probably meant to find this book one way or another. It was going to come back to me. So, interesting. But, oh my goodness. Okay, so I've had psoriasis since I was 8. So that's just about, can I do math? 12 years. right? No. What? 13 to 14 years. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, more or less, it's just dry skin. It doesn't usually itch. Ever, it's kind of just there, and it's, like, unsightly, or whatever. But it's extremely reactive to my current mental emotional state, and, you can imagine how bad it was in high school. It was rough. And then college happened, and then it almost completely disappeared for the first time ever. Granted, I've been to like so many specialists, and I've tried really weird, gross medications. I had to take like shots of this medicine before middle school at like 6 every morning, and it tasted disgusting. Oh my gosh. A lot of pills, a lot of this, that. But anytime we tried to get anything more potent, there would be these insane side effects. Like, we went to this one specialist at like a children's hospital, and she was like, oh, there's this injection you can get when you're 16, but the side effect is leukemia. Like, okay, I'll take some messed up skin over leukemia, thanks. And I mean, I never really cared about it, because like, it's just me. Who cares? Like, it doesn't actively bother me, so why should I feel like healing it? So you can see how my self-worth has been for a very long time. But I've been feeling so much better after all of these big revelations and discoveries and stuff about myself. And I've felt so much better since just last year, but it's still been there. It hasn't gone away, so I've known in the back of my head that there was one thing that still wasn't it. Like, I didn't 100% my healing journey yet, because this is still here. And I mean, I've always known it's been self-love. I mean, I've known it for years. Anytime I think of any problem, it always ends up circling back to how I see myself and how I treat myself. But I've never done anything about it. I was like, aha, that's it. Okay, anyway. And I don't actually, take the time to improve my self-worth, because that's just a waste of time. Except, not anymore. But now that I'm actually genuinely feeling a little more capable of self-compassion, and like getting to know myself, and getting down on my level, and getting rid of the drill sergeant voice, and of the zoomy voice, and all that stuff, and literally just living as a person, as me, I'm sick of this, actually. Like, I think it's time for the chronic illness to move on its way and become not chronic and just go away. Because when you think about it, it's just my immune system attacking myself subconsciously. So if I stop attacking myself subconsciously mentally, then I'm thinking it's gonna mirror. Because it has absolutely been affected by stuff like that. If I really focus on it, when I first met my friends in college, it was like near completely gone, that no pill or medicine had ever done. It was literally the power of friendship. So, yeah, it also means that when I'm really stressed, it gets worse, and I can just actively see the negative effects of my stress on my body. And that, is great for your mentality. Oh, man. But the point is, last night, it got so itchy. It never gets itchy. Like, seriously, in all my years of having this, it's almost never actively itchy. And it was itching like a bug bite. I was like, what is happening? So, I thought it was going to get better, but I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm thinking this is like a purge, and I'm really feeling a genuine change, like a difference in how I fundamentally treat myself. I was sitting down, and I knew I should probably be doing something else. My timer went off and I wasn't up yet, and there was a nagging at the back of my head that was like, come on, you should go. But it felt different. Up until now, those nags have always felt sharp, kind of. Like, bear with me, this is gonna sound insane, but they felt sharp, like pinpricks in my head, like, ugh. Because it came with an insult. It was like, you should be doing this. You're being lazy, you're wasting time. But now, it feels like a poke. There's no insult with it. It's just, you should get going. That's it. No extra implications or shaming or whatever. It doesn't feel sharp anymore. Like, I still feel it. I still know that, okay, I should get going. But it feels different. And then this morning, after that, I woke up with a headache. I've never woken up with a headache before. And I was so insanely dehydrated. I was, like, I could probably chalk up some of this to allergies because they're bad again. I mean, it's beautiful. All the trees and the flowers are blooming and leafing out, and it's really nice. But it comes at the cost of my nose and my sinuses and dehydration, apparently. But I'm thinking, what if that is healing? What if my body needs extra resources all of a sudden to, like, maybe undry my skin? Like, I'm being really hopeful here. But hey, why not dream? Am I right? And, I mean, I fought the demon this past weekend, so, like, was that the final boss? Am I good now? Like, are we just working on improving now? Because genuinely, I feel like that was it. But we'll see in the coming days. I didn't do any tasks today. And I've basically just been working. I took breaks. The breaks weren't as breaky as I would have liked. I started painting more of my self-portrait during one of the breaks, which was cool. I felt like super relaxed, and I painted over details that would have freaked me out earlier, but I was trusting the process. I was actually like, okay, trust. We'll figure it out. Like, I wasn't panicked. So even that was still progress. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, up until May 6th, this is going to be the other big crunch. So you know what? I might just keep these vlogs up until I graduate and then do a week later thing. I don't know. But I do want to do some of the tasks tonight because I would love to continue all of this wonderful, positive progress. I'm very excited for tomorrow, though, because tomorrow I will actually start I'll start animating Gerald. I had to retexture him last class, but tomorrow we're putting him in motion. We're gonna make the boy dance. That'll be fun. And I'm getting pretty close to publishing the next Miraculous episode as well, which is fun. I mean, more or less, that's all I really had to say. There were a few emails, a few messages and tasks that I was totally procrastinating on and avoiding, but I sucked it up, and I did it. I am no longer a procrastinator, believe it or not. I don't even believe it, but it seems to be so. And I think, yes, okay. Throughout today, I was walking outside, and it was beautiful. I mean, the sun was shining through the leaves, the clouds were big and fluffy, the sky was blue, and I saw so many cool birds. I saw a blue jay and a woodpecker and a cardinal, a bunch of robins. I like birds. And it was so cool. And whenever I saw really, really pretty things, there would be this guilt, I guess, that shows up. Not necessarily like a, I don't deserve to see something this pretty. It was like a, don't waste it. There was a pressure to like there was a bad way to look at something pretty. You know, I thought there were bad ways to do a lot of things. That was another part of like the fear thing. I was just afraid that I was just gonna do something a secret wrong way, and no one would tell me until I did it wrong, and then to get punished for something I didn't know I could do wrong. So, very happy that we're really not thinking like that anymore. Again, a lot of this stuff is hard to describe now because it's still very much happening. I really want to make a comic out of it. I still haven't been able to. I started one, I think 2 nights ago, but it was already late. Maybe I'll do one tonight. Ugh. I don't know. But, meh. We'll see. I don't want to talk for too long. So, yeah. Oh, one fun thing though. While I was looking for stuff to make my week of nurturing 2 weeks from now, I saw that there was a caterpillar documentary being shown tomorrow, and I signed up because it sounded interesting. So I'll be seeing a caterpillar documentary in the middle of the day tomorrow. So I'm excited for that, honestly. I like caterpillars and butterflies and all that stuff. And symbolic for the current situation, maybe while I watch caterpillars turn into butterflies, I'll like have a brain explosion moment and I'll like complete my personal transformation and I'll walk out as a butterfly. I don't know. I'm fabricating things. I'm writing my story like I'm writing story beats. Okay. It's fun though. Can you blame me? I should write more often so I write other stories and not my own. You know what? That happened when I first started writing the Miraculous comic. For like 3 days, I felt complete bliss because my mind was so occupied with subconsciously figuring out all the plot holes and stuff for Miraculous that it just completely left the rest of my life alone. That was really funny. But yeah, it has never been that distracted since, or before that. So, yeah, definitely keeping up that comic. Oh man, I can't wait to post the next episode. I can't wait till we get into like the real juicy stuff, like the fights and things. I just wish the episodes could come out faster, and I'm the one making them. But we can't push that right now. Other things are more important, even though they're boring, but we're gonna do them. And it's just about 9:40, so I'm gonna stop this so I can like watch 2 episodes maybe, and then yeah, go to bed. I might write some more actually. I might just watch 1 episode and then spend the rest of my night on my laptop in bed. That'll be fun. Alright, lots of ideas, but I've been working all day, so I cannot wait to shut this off and then just chill. So, I'm gonna be doing that. See you in log 88.